If you would ever like to listen to Writing with Eirian episodes while you are doing dishes, picking up dog poop, or driving to work, head over to eirianwrites.com/writing. That's EIRIAN.com/WRITING to stream this episode and all the other Writing with Eirian episodes in audio format. Greetings and salutations, Starshine. Welcome back to Writing with Eiri. I had to stop what I was doing and make an emergency episode because it came to my attention that I happened to pick the worst pen name ever, and I am not changing it. So I wanted to stop and talk about my name. Eirian Naomi Omid. Eirian Naomi Omid? Eiri Naomi Omid? E-N-O? Eirian Naomi Omid is a very special name to me. I spent a lot of time picking it out. However, when I was picking out my name, I did not take the time to learn how to say my name properly. So it was back in 2014. I was living in a camper trailer, and I didn't have internet at my house. And so the research that I had to do was like downloaded or I'm pretty sure I actually just copy and pasted names into a Word document while I was like getting off of work. Like I would hang out at work for a little bit afterwards. I had permission and I would use the internet on my own like personal devices, and I would copy and pasted like a whole list of different names based on different meanings, and I had like a few different documents, and I knew like I wanted the initials to be E-N-O. Don't ask me why, I just really liked the way it sounded. And so Eirian Naomi Omid means wise, beautiful truth in so many words. And as an author, that is like the best pen name you could frickin' pick out, man. Wise, beautiful truth, that is what I am here for. And so I just ran with it, but I never learned how to say the name E-I-R-I-A-N properly until it came to my attention that the way that I've been saying it can be confused with Eirian, like the Aryan nation, like white supremacy, and that's disgusting, and that's really awkward for me to have built an entire empire around what sounds like me advocating for the rights of white supremacists, and that's horrifying. But I must march on, because did you hear me? Back in 2014, I picked this name out. I spent weeks scouring for the right name, and finally I found one. And I love Eirian Naomi Omid because on the front, even though I always choose somewhat quote-unquote like girly or feminine fonts, as an author, the name Eirian Naomi Omid reads as gender neutral, just like J.K. Rowling. And I was here for that, and I'm still here for that. I love my name. Wise, beautiful truth. Okay? I am a light-skinned woman of color. I'm mixed, and so I actually remember protesting the white supremacists in my town when I was a little kid with my interracial family, signs of get out of here, you're not welcome, like our town is about love. And so to be mistakenly associated with those same hate groups is just like disgusting. disgusting. I am very grateful for the person who commented to point out that the subtitles were making me out to be a lunatic. So I can't do anything to change my name or my branding. I picked Eirian Rights because author Eirian, Naomi Omid, as an Instagram handle was way too long. I wanted something short and snappy, and Eirian Rights happened to not be taken. And it's interesting because it has helped me gain a wider reach by having a universal name. I now have friends across the globe who, like, Eirian is actually a name that is commonly used. When I was ranting to one of my friends about the issue, she actually told me that in certain places where the Eirian nation with A's and Y's is at, there's actually like marriage tourism where people are going to these places specifically because of the to seek out Aryan people to continue that on, and that just made me so sick and cringy. So you can call me Ari. And I apologize that I keep clearing my throat. It's been horrible with smoke season here already. I guess Canada has been having some horrible wildfires and like a really serious drought. So the smoke is recently clearing out, and it has been awful. I've been like coughing and clearing my throat for days. Ugh, pray for Canada. Anyways, I chose Eirian Rights because it was snappy. And then I did a thing where that's where I named my business. And then I did a thing where I invested in a domain name. So I'm really here for it all day long. I guess I'm just having to take it back. So, in the episode that I'm about to publish about the mistakes I've made in my writing career when I was first starting out back in 2012 and 2013, I do still introduce myself as Eirian. That's my name. I'm sorry, I'm not changing it. The way that my name is supposed to be said is Eirian, and I wish I would have known that sooner because I could have been saying it that way this whole time. Now that I'm this far into it, I definitely won't be changing the way that I say it. It's a beautiful name of actually like Welsh origin, and I love it. I'm here for it. But that's just not how I say my name. I come from rural Montana where we say crick and warsh and all that good stuff, so I'm sticking with Eirian because that is how I read it in my head. So I will be announcing my videos as, my name is Ari, just to omit confusion, because I love my name, and I am not here for hate. I actually am here for unity and bringing people together and breaking down separatist barriers. So yeah, I find this whole thing super ironic. To close this out, because I just wanted this to be a quick PSA about the fact that, not what I meant to do. Can't remember if I mentioned already. I'm leaving the subtitles turned off for this web series because the podcast doesn't have subtitles, and the auto subtitles got it horrifically wrong. I will start putting my website, actually in the video on the screen so you can see that. And if I'm not speaking clearly enough for you, I do apologize. I know that this may alienate a few of you, but hopefully not too many of you, because I love all of you and I appreciate you for being here. And it's just because I personally do not have time at this moment to go through and correct every single subtitle track. so I just have to delete them. And since I've deleted them, now I have to go in and do it by myself. So for right now, Writing with Eiri will not have subtitles. But to close out, I want to give you this great story that I heard in a podcast about Greek history and Greek mythology, because some of the books that I'm writing have some pretty deep history to them, and so I stumbled across this story just not even expecting it, and it is the most beautiful thing I have heard, and this is what I think of when I hear my pen name. So, back in ancient Greece, Eirian was a Greek poet and lyricist. He played the lyra, and he actually was one of two innovators who created the phenomenon of reciting poetry while playing music. And Mr. Eirian was so good at what he did. He won competitions and was invited to fairs. Like, he was the talk of the town. You wanted Eirian to come to your wherever and do what he do. So, Eirian had entered into a poetry contest and won. He had lots of money on his person. He was traveling home. He got kidnapped by some pirates, and they told him that they would kill him and take his money and his property and all of his things back home, or he could just give them his money and walk the plank, and they would not kill him or take his stuff, but he'd still be stranded, whatever. So he said, I will die. But he walked the plank, and I might be paraphrasing this wrong, and I do apologize, but in summation, because it is just a mythology, there's no way. I don't believe that this could really occur, but maybe. Suspension of disbelief. Okay. So, Eirian chose to quote-unquote die. He had his winnings on him. He walked the plank, and as he was walking the plank, he summoned a flock of dolphins and walked a plank, jumped, and rode a dolphin to safety, and lived a very long and happy life afterwards. Yes. So, when I think of Eirian Stuidos, I think of the Greek mythology of innovating and calling upon nature, using magic to survive harsh situations, and extreme abundance. Also, legends and, the thing that mythology and dreams are made out of. So, thank you again to the beautiful viewer who pointed out that the subtitles were very wrong. It has been an honor to share a little of my backstory with you. I appreciate you for being here, sweetheart. And until next time, just keep on writing. We'll see you in the next one. Ciao! Thank you so much for joining me for this episode of Writing with Eirian. As a token of my appreciation, I would like to personally invite you to join the Eirian Writes Forum. I have built a place for us to talk, chill, and network that is totally decentralized. No Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or Twitter, just an old school forum for you to chat and congregate at like the early 2000s. Head over to eirianwrites.com/forum. That's EIRIANWRITES.com/FORUM to join today.